I welcome you to Eureka channel, a moment with Rokwaro. And today, I would like us to look at the 10 ways to make your marriage last. Marriage as an institution is having a lot of challenges, as I've been pointed in my other previous videos. And so today, I would actually like us to look at how can you make your marriage last. 10 ways of making your marriage last. One way of making your marriage last is to focus on forgiveness. Forgiveness is very important attribute in marriage, because even at our very best, we make mistakes, we annoy each other, and since we are vogue with human weaknesses, it is very important for us to be ready to forgive when you have made another person unhappy, or if you have annoyed another person, be ready to say, I am sorry. And this is also tied up with apology. Many times in many marriages, there is the problem of apologizing. Apology can affect your ego, and many men and women don't want their ego to be shattered. It is the nature of men and women to be massaged their ego to be massaged, to feel that you are great. So now, for you to apologize to your wife or to your husband, it shows that you are somebody who is weak. But in essence, apologizing doesn't mean that you are weak. It is actually a symbol or a sign of strength. So learn to apologize. Apologize and forgiveness they go hand in hand. Because you see, you might forgive, you might be hesitant to forgive, and you might also be hesitant to apologize. So be willing to forgive and be willing also to apologize. The third aspect is also, don't be afraid to argue. Many people tend to think that stable marriages or marriages which are very okay or which have got stability are those marriages where there is no argument. Arguments are very important in human relations and more so in marriage. Because you see, when you argue, you are able to know the weak points or the errors which you have made, and then you are able also to correct them. So please, it's very important, don't be afraid to argue. Arguing doesn't mean that you are negative, and that doesn't mean that your marriage is found on sinking sand. So please, be open. Don't be a yes person, and yet in your heart you are burning with rage. Then there is also the aspect of listening. It's important. The aspect of listening is a great challenge in many marriages. It doesn't matter even what your spouse is telling you is something which doesn't interest you, or is something which you feel you are not happy or you won't enjoy it. Please have a heart to listen. If you don't listen, the person is going to feel very lonely, will feel out of place, and this is the time when you find that your spouse might go to look for solace to other places, and this is where even strain comes in, because you don't want to listen to them. You don't want, actually, even when they are talking to you, you are busy with other things. So please be ready always to listen to your spouse. Listening is a very important virtue in marriage. Then there is also appreciation. Learn to appreciate each other. Appreciation Every human being wants to be told, you have done nice. I'm happy for what you have done. I am happy. Thank you very much. Thank you for what you have done. Actually, what you have done, it makes me happy. It makes the family stable. It makes us able to achieve more. I am happy. Appreciation. Then there is the aspect of change. Embrace change. The family dynamics, they are very critical, and so many changes come in. Your lifestyle changes, your body changes, your mind changes, your view, the way you look at life changes. So your opinion on certain things changes. So it is very important for you not to be hanging up on nostalgia, saying, I wish we go back to the past. Don't fantasize about the past, but embrace change, because change is very inevitable. We cannot stay without change. Don't be static, and don't be conservative and say you don't want to accept change. Embrace change, and change is always a very important factor which we cannot have control. But what happens when change comes, then we have to adjust ourselves to change so that the relationship in marriage is not affected. Then there is also the aspect of being a team player. Face the challenges together. Face the dynamics of life. There may be negative issues. The family might be affected. Your husband or your wife might lose a job. Sickness may come in the family. Your business may collapse. One of you might lose the job. Are you going to collapse, or you encourage one another? Be ready to encourage one another despite the challenge. Face the challenge of life as a team. The joys and the sadness of the family, let it be faced together. But in spite of this, there is also the aspect of individuality. Working as a team does not mean that you can also not have your things. So there are some things which you just admire and you would like to do them together, not together, but individually. There are some tastes and certain things which you like to do together, but that doesn't mean you are not a team player. Then there is also the aspect of respect. It's important to maintain respect in marriage. What do I mean by maintaining respect? Arguments, disagreements are part and parcel of marriage life. There are times in which things can even develop to fighting, of which I will not encourage to reach that level, but there are times in which such things can happen. So you might be in the moments of anger, or rather in the spur of moments, you can end up even fighting. But please maintain respect, keep calm, but not always, even in such moments, respect your partner. Don't use bad words, don't use insults and name calling. Avoid them. What am I trying to say? Don't use spiteful comments which you are going to regret later. So in the midst of challenges, in the midst of provocation, please maintain calm and avoid name calling. Then there is also the aspect of don't bring up past mistakes. Remember, as I have been pointed, we are all subject to making mistakes as human beings. And when you have tackled an issue, probably there was a disagreement, there was a problem in the past, and you are on it, you forgive each other. Please let the past be past. Bury it in the archives of history. Don't keep bringing it up as an ammo or as an ammunition to fight your partner. Please let the past be past and don't bring it up when disagreements come again. Don't be telling your partner, your spouse, don't be telling your husband, you are not as my past boyfriend. My past boyfriend, my ex was better than you. Or you tell your wife, your girlfriend was better than her. Please, these things bring a lot of resentment and they are going to bring discouragement. Please, let the past be past and bury them in the past. And finally, never get angry and then you go to eat and you carry it to the bedroom. Or to the worst scenario, where you are so much annoyed and then you decide to sleep in the table room or to sleep in the sofa set, or even if you have to sleep, you have a lot of resentment and a lot of bitterness. I would encourage you, please try to sort things before you go to bed. Bedroom is a place where you have to have peace. It's a place where it is a sanctified place and it should not be taken as a war zone. I hope if you take these 10 guidelines, they are going to help you to make your marriage last. I hope you have enjoyed these 10 points, and if you follow them, it's going to make your marriage stable and your marriage is going to last forever until one of you leave this world, or whatever even can extend even to old age. Thank you very much for listening to me, and encourage you also to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not done it, if these marriage issues and relationship issue is something you cherish. Thank you.